Hello, Lashanta. Lashanta says, hello, everyone. I think I want a darker lipstick than this, y'all. Let me get a little darker than this. Let's give it some time. We've got Shauna. Hey, Shauna. Shauna says, hi. Let's have some fun today. Let me get some more lipstick on. There we go. All right, I'm feeling a little better, y'all. I was under the weather, not 100%, but enough for us to start talking about General Hospital. Let's get this going. Slow mode is on. All right, let's get this chat going. We have Anita. Hi, Anita. Hi. I am looking forward to the conversation we're going to have today, folks. Let everybody come on in. How's everybody doing today? On this Saturday, November. I want you to start wrapping your mind around, what you want to chat about. So let me give you some tips, some pointers, so you can start thinking. Right now, I want you to think about what character you want to talk about. What character do you want to chat about? I want you to think about what storyline really impacted you. Oh my goodness. For the last month. So I would say, October to now, or it could be all year, doesn't matter. What story impacted you? We've got Kawan. Hello. Bridget says hello. I'm saying hi to all of you. So think about that. Think about the character you don't care to see, to you is not a real impact. We have Vicky. Hello, Richard. A character that really doesn't give you an impact, that you feel is a waste of budget right now. Um, let's think about what you would like to see. Hello, Ron. Hello, Richard. What you would like to see, what direction would you like to see the writers take certain characters? So I want you to think about that. I'm letting more people come on board so I can say hello. As a matter of fact, everybody that's on right now, from Lashanta to Sean, Anita, Bridget, Kawan, Vicky, Richard, Ron, type what states. What state are you all chiming in from? I would really like to know that. What state are you chiming in for? Kawan, go, you already all into the character. Kawan says Sasha is a waste of what? No, I don't agree with you, Kawan. Sasha right now. Ron is from NC, North Carolina. We've got Memphis, Tennessee from Lashanta, Bridget, Maryland, Sean, Illinois. Richard is from New York City, the Big Apple. All right. See, we're getting all over. Let's see what else we got. I'm waiting for some more people to chime in. But Kawan feels Sasha's a waste of budget. There's so much potential though with Sasha Kawan. New York, Coney Island. All right, that's where Kawan is from. How does everybody that's on right now tell me how you all feel? Thank you so much, Lashanta. For somebody that still got one foot in the bed, which is what I'm going to do when I get off of here. Rest. Now, everybody that's on, Kwan threw out a character that he feels is a waste of time. Tell me how you feel about Sasha's character right now. How does everybody on feel about Sasha? And then Richard, I see you put Drew. We'll talk about Drew in a minute. Next. How does everybody feel about Sasha? We've got Latanya's from Virginia. Geo is a waste of budget. Okay, we'll get to Geo after Drew. And then Chef D says, hello, Daily Recap lady. You're from South Carolina. Would love Trina, Portia, and Christy. You got a whole list of folks that could go. All right, Chef D. Patricia says, nope. If Sasha gets Um, Back with Michael, I'm all in and want a baby. Okay, so Patricia feels good about Sasha. Who else feels good about Sasha? I feel good about Sasha because if it's one thing the actress has shown us last year, with everything those writers have thrown at that actress with that character, she can deliver. She can deliver. So any storyline coming forward, we can look forward to good things from her. That's why I feel they should keep her. Lashanta says she loves Sasha. Um, Let me see. Sean, I like Sasha, but they give her a family and then take them away. I know, please. So she needs not to have so much doom and gloom in her life. And then Chef D says she feels sorry for Sasha for all she's been through. I know, but you know what? She's come back, right? Let's see. Sandy says, hello, Sandy. Hi. Richard says, Sasha's a good character for her storyline. Um, for her storylines have been heart wrenching. Yes, which is why I'm saying her character doesn't need to go. She can move ratings and she can move an audience. Kwan says, I think Sasha, they're just ping ponging the character around. You know what? You're right there. Because this whole her cooking for the Quartermains, that's just to put her in the middle of the action. It's almost like the Quartermain house is the hospital, right? And we got Sasha right in the middle, can interact with everything. Well, come on, give her something other than a cook. I don't like that. No, not that there's nothing wrong with being a cook, but that's something they threw out of left field on us. That Sasha is this great cook, right? Um, Lashanta says Sasha's a baddie, yeah. And then Metri. I'm sorry if I'll just say PM. I apologize for butchering your name. Geo and Drew can go. I'm with you on that. Geo and Drew's character can go. Ron says, Sasha's a strong character. Yes, she is. Aisha says, Sasha needs a new job. I agree. And that's what I just said. Sasha, they need to do something else with her. I could even see her, since she liked to cook so much, let her manage Bobby's and let her bring some new items to the menu. Okay, we could do that. As long as Bobby still keep their signature BLQ, wait, BLT, their signature BLT, I'm good with that. Then we have, let's see. Bridget says she feels good about Sasha. Vicky says Geo is wasteful unless they allow him, uh, unless they keep him doing what they did the other day. He got out of Dodge. He got out of Dodge when the conversation got going. Geo needs to go. They were screen testing him. Let's be real. Earlier this year for Trina, bombed, fails. The actor in real life is too young. He's too young for that. And we don't need a good boy. Not that we need some kind of bad boy, but we don't need a good boy like that. Let's see. Sandy says Sasha has been through enough. She deserves some happiness. I agree with you. Chef D says I can't wait until we get on Drew. Oh, you know what? Let's do that, everybody. How does everybody feel about Drew's character? Let's do the dish. Let's talk about Drew Kane / Drew Quartermain right now, because changing his last name didn't make me like him even more. How about you? So let's talk about Drew. Okay. Let's say until we get to that in the comments. I don't like how Tracy talks to Sasha. Yeah, I know, but Tracy's Tracy. Kwan says, yeah, let her manage Bobby's. That's a good idea. Lashanta says, I can't wait until she puts Tracy in her place, like Alice did. Who's Alice? And then Patty Forever says Sonny needs to get back with Alexis and dump that other romance. You know what? If you notice that they've cooled down a bit on the romance between he and Natalia, good, because that just wasn't working for me. And then Kwan says, I think he's a replacement for Bernice Maurice Bernard's son. Well, okay, I didn't recast that, but not what they did, right? Ron says Geo will end up with Joss. Nah, good God, no. Jocelyn needs somebody, even though it kind of seemed like she was bossing just Dex around. She needs somebody older. And then Gina says Sasha's beautiful. Lashunta says, I can't stand Drew. Sandy says, dirty dog Drew Kane. Denzel says, what's up, Daily Recap Lady? Hey, Denzel, we're talking about Drew. How you feel about Drew? Kwan says, yeah, I think they're trying to make them more like Mother, Mother Susan Moore. And like Susan Moore, no, I don't quite get that, Kwan. When PE says, I can't understand Michael hasn't gone off on Drew yet. I don't understand. I don't understand Michael not putting Willow to task. He already can feel out she's not coming forward. So just tell her, please. And then Lucy says, hello, GH friends and Daily Recap Lady. Hello, Lucy. Sean says, I love to hate Drew. He's totally icky, but he's moving storyline. They're writing for him, which is true, between mother and daughter. But oh, come on now. How come Nina doesn't know yet? She's all into everything, right? And then Bridget Bridget says Drew is a SOB. And then Denzel says, I'm glad that my boy Jason put hands and feet on long neck creepy Drew. Vicky says, I'm gonna have to grit another lodginger here, everybody, to keep this going. Vicky says they have really messed up the original Drew's character, Billy Miller, who played a fine version of Drew. But guess what? Billy Miller was actually playing Jason. And once Jason really came back, he didn't know who Drew was. So he was just playing somebody he didn't even know. LaSancha says Drew isn't grieving Sam like he wasn't grieving the Congress. He really wasn't grieving the congressman. That was a way to get in Willow's pants. Jess K says, hi, Daily Recap Lady. I miss your impression of Holly, even though I couldn't do that English accent. And then Patricia says, I like Drew with Nina. I actually liked Drew with Nina. Ron says, Drew thinks he's a player. I don't know what Drew thinks he's doing. Sandy says, I'm glad Jason tapped that big head of Drew. Yeah, Jason did get him good. I was shocked. Soon as Jason just, bam, punched him, I said, whoa, what the? Right? Aisha said, Sasha should go more upscale than Bobby's. Okay, but you know what? How many restaurants are they going to feature? Caleb says, hello, I think Drew should not have changed his last name. In my opinion, Drew and Sam should have not got married. Well, she married Jason. Okay. She married Drew when he was Jason. Vicky says, I think the character of Drew, when they pair him with Nina Only, they had some sexy scenes. Yeah, when they got up off the office floor. Kawan says, I think because Michael plays mind games like AJ played games. Yeah, that could definitely be true. Jess K says, Drew is he's a sociopath. It's a letdown for me. Wimpy Michael instead of cold calculating Michael. Okay, everybody, let's switch from Drew to who are we going to next? Somebody says Geo needs to go. Let's talk about Geo. Why do we feel he needs to go? And while that's kind of so populating, I'll read what everybody said about Drew. Sandy says, Dirty Drew needs to take sister wives, Willow and Nasty Nina. No. Quan says, I don't understand why Drew doesn't have all Jason's memory. He doesn't remember any of his brother's moves. You know, I think he tried to purge himself of anything Jason, right? Or perhaps remember when they programmed him with the tarot cards? Perhaps he lost a lot of that Jason stuff in his brain. LaShunta says, Drew's asking Rick to get Jason to sign an NDA. He knew he wasn't. That's true. Denzel says, long neck creepy Drew didn't fully care or cry about Sam's death at all. No, he didn't. PE says, love the scenes with Rick and Jason. Oh, I know. When Jason went, and Rick went, oh my God. looking down, and Jason just, what you gonna do about that? That was good. That was really good. Okay, and if I miss a comment, that's only because now they're coming in faster, and I can't keep up, everybody. So you all can see each other's comments. Um, let's see. Shauna says, "I love Jason going after Drew for Michael." Lashanta said Drew played a victim. Vicky says his version of Drew is selfish and greedy. Lucy says, "Ew, Drew." Gina says Drew didn't give a damn about Sam. Keep that cursing down. I slipped that in. You slipped that in on me. About Sam since Billy Miller. That is true. Lashanta says Michael did not tell Jason to go after Drew. No, he didn't. And then Henry said no storyline for Geo. He can vanish. Ron says Geo is still GH school kid to me. And Denzel says, I'm disappointed with Michael not going off. The comments disappearing on me. Let's see. Michael not going off on Willow. All right. I don't think we've got to that, but they are. They're making Michael just drag that out way too long. And I'm losing respect for him. Any man, you're going to have some emotion, and you're going to want to lay hands on the man that's allegedly your uncle. That's what's going to happen there. And Patricia says, I love a good love triangle. Yeah, but Geo, Trina, and the new guy would be a good one. Nope, Geo's not good for any of that. Sandy says, Geo is a waste of time. He's a gossip. Kwan says, remember the son, brother, if you got all Jason's memory. I don't think they're playing the Jason's memory storyline. Anita says, I really like Sasha. Chef D says, Rick almost died. LOL. Just K says, Geo, why is he there? He's on there like Natalia. The character has no depth. Natalia needs to go. Everybody, you could kind of say, yeah, agree. We don't have to spend a lot of time talking about that character because she needs to go. It's just nothing there for her. Sandy said, Jason made Rick wet his pants. That's funny. Lisa says, no story for Geo. He is a space filler. Gina says, unless they're going to make Geo a focus of a storyline, I don't understand why he's here. And Lucy says, I want to know more about Geo. I don't care. And then Kim says, glad you feel better. Yeah, better enough. Lashanta says, Michael needs to let them know he's got proof. Just show it to her. Michael, and then Chris says, Michael is playing Willow. Latrice says, Jason had Rick shook. Yes, he did. Sean says, I'm really thinking Geo is Brooklyn's, not just if he's Dante's or Cody's, right? He looks more like Cody. That's interesting. Lucy says, who's Geo's mother? She died. Remember, she was some kind of concert violinist, I think. And Quan says, make more sense if he was AJ's son or somebody like AJ. Who are you talking about? Geo? And then Denzel says, Geo needs to go. He's boring. Let's see. What other characters did we talk about? Let's talk about Jason, everybody. Let's switch to Jason. Do we like what's going on with Jason now? Because to me, when he came back, so I'm not going to read any more about Geo, but when Jason came back, I was kind of like, he should have killed Kate. Speaking of who killed Kate, who cares, right? They don't even care to solve that mystery. But to me, they're evolving Jason, and I'm liking it. Now, let's see. Latrice says, she loves Sasha too. Okay, great. Vicky says they are Geo. Saving Geo for Brooklyn. Okay. And then Lashanta says, I missed when Shaky Rick flinched while provoking Jason. That was so funny. Denzel says that man, Slick Rick, was testing Jason into beating Rick up, and he was shaking too. Yeah, but he's like an ambulance chaser. I cause the ambulance, and then I show up around the corner. I'm an attorney, right? And then Sandy says, I'm loving Jason. All right. Vicky says Natalia needs to go. Yep. And then, because they didn't even make her and Sidwell involved. I mean, there's just no reason for her. Shauna says, I love Jason this week, but want more time with Carly, and probably getting to know Brennan. Um, Quan, I don't understand that comment. Anita says, Drew's awful. Richard says, I'm loving vintage Jason Enforcer. Yes. That's the vibe I'm getting with that. From going to Sidwell with the diamonds, and Sidwell says, I could kill you right now. And Jason looked at him. You can try. Woohoo! Yeah, there we go. Show no fear. And then Annette says, Holly, I guess that's the name of Brooklyn, has a baby. Molly has a baby. Lucky be gone for from Louisiana. I don't quite get that. Um, but I knew the actress playing Brooklyn was pregnant and having a baby. And I kind of saw something about a Molly with the baby, but okay. And then Lucy says he would be a good WSB agent. I think so too. Chef D says always loving Jason. Hope he leaves being Sonny's enforcer. To me, he should move on from that. Y'all remember Jason beat Rick to a pulp? When? LaShanta said that. I don't remember that. Ross says Jason might hook up with Liz again. Look, Liz is already in her hurt feelings over Lucky she still have. Sandy says Natalia and Gio got to go. I'm sick of Lucky. Me too. Lucky whiner. Whiner. On the 18th, Lulu wakes up, everybody. Daily recaps. Did you see and heard that Beyond Kate's will debut next year? It's African American. Oh, you were saying that. I can't wait. Keep us posted on that. I wanna see that. Quan says you hate the Jason. Quan, what? Who hates Jason? Nobody. Oh my goodness, I hated the decent character ever since 2006. Okay. Just K says, I like Jason, but he needs to be a better father. I know. They're making him not a good father. Sam is gone. No excuse for him getting himself in trouble, like dealing with Sidwell and Sasha. Because bottom line, Sonny is still a mob boss, but you know what? He still puts family. Does he really? Attempts to put family first. And then Chris says, Drew is jealous of Jason and Carly's friendship, and now he's taking Willow. Michael needs to show her the video. Yes. Annette says Sasha with Murray Robert. Oh wait, Sasha called Murray Robert ain't your daddy. I think Sasha, but Robert is a waste of time and money. Sasha. I like Sasha, but Robert is a waste of time and money. Sean says, sorry, I accidentally hit send. Jason and Carly and their family. Yeah, Carly's taking a back seat right now for some reason, but I'm liking her and Brennan. I am liking her and Brennan, everybody. Let's see. It's kind of jumping up on me again. Annette says, oh no, we already read that. Sean says, I read that too. Lisa says Michael should send the video to Drew and Willow. Willow would stop avoiding talking to him. Drew would come running after he sees the video. That would be interesting if Michael just sent the video to both of them. Oh my goodness. That would be crazy. And then we have Lucy says Jason and Spinelli should be private investigators. I don't want to see Jason as a private investigator. LaShanta says after Sam slept with Rick and Liz with Jason and made Jake. Yep. Denzel says, I don't want to see Jason leaving Sonny and the mob no time soon, because just how many times have Jason left the mob and gotten back into it? Yep. He's a target regardless. He has gone back and forth with that, right? And Latrice says she agrees. Natalia definitely needs to go. Everybody, let's switch to the phenomenal acting job that Nancy Lee, I think it's Graham did with covering the Sam death storyline. I'm telling you, that woman was phenomenal. The emotions, it really hit me. So let's talk about the Sam leaving the show, that whole story. I'm going to skip down to that because, oh my goodness, everybody, time is flying. We're almost at the half hour mark. We're going to do only an hour. So let's talk a little bit about what impacted you the most about the storyline of Sam's death, Sam dying. I am happy they did not have Sam die getting that gun. But guess what? Yet another loose end. Don't you all agree? Who delivered that gun in a box to the PCPD? Who did that? That's just like, remember the gun that killed Austin? That got delivered to Ava? Who did that? They have way too many unanswered loose ends. I want to know who did that. Let's see. Caleb says Jason had multiple crimes in his name. In total, he committed crimes such as trying to attack Shiloh and deliberately throwing him down the stairs. That wasn't no crime. That was, Shiloh deserved that. Lisa said they should pair Diane with Martin. Martin. Well, Martin lost his accent. I just don't know. I don't know if I would like to see Martin with Diane. Diane just, she's so sophisticated. Sandy says Alexis totally broke me down. Oh, me too. I mean, Lucy says, is Lucy Coe off with Scott Good? I don't want to see Lucy Coe again. Scott could stay on too. And Millie says, love Ava and Rick. Yeah, those two baddies, because Rick is a baddie. Those two baddies can do some wrong together. I ain't mad at that. Aisha says, Sonny has time for sparring and advising Lucky. But what about his interrupted talk with Michael? I know. Natalia has just was just praising Sonny as father. So what's up? I know. Right now, Maurice, you could tell, is taking a little back seat because he's not doing nothing. But although I'm liking the fact that he's there for everybody, but yeah, so what? Chef D says, OMG, Alexis did the job. She made me feel like it was her real daughter. Oh, I know. Now that's some acting, right? That is some acting. And then LaShanta says, Rick called Sam names after sleeping with her. Jason beat Rick bad. Oh, is that why? And then let's see. Wait a minute. Somehow I got comments got all skipped up here. Sorry everybody, my mouse is tripping. Beat Rick, let me switch mouses. Okay, this one is now, here we go. Sorry about that. And then we says, Annette says, like Blaze, it took a while to get used to her. Well, like, well, I don't get that part in it. And then Ron says, GH messed up and got rid of Sam. I know. PE says, I love Alexis, but she needs to stop babying Christina. Yeah. That's the only part of the acting I know. Christina, they need to recognize the girl needs to get diagnosed. That's what needs to happen. She needs to get diagnosed. Why they're not addressing that? They've addressed all kinds of issues, even with Morgan. They address it with Sonny. Address it with Christina. Women are bipolar as well, and Christina is she's definitely has all the signs for being bipolar. Just K says, NLG. Nancy Lee Gray made me cry when she got in bed with Sam. Oh, that did it for me too. She got in. She goes, "You're cold. Oh, you're so cold." Got her a blanket. That didn't help. She goes, "Oh no, let me." So she gets in like, my body heats. I got enough body heat for me and you. Oh, that did it for me. Ooh, that's kind of got me messed up right now. That's got me a little teary-eyed right now. That scene, because Kelly Monaco had to hold so still as Alexis is cradling her. Oh man, into her. Lisa says, I think Valentine delivered the gun. Do you? PE says, too many loose ends. Vicky says, I love Alexa. She's amazing. Shauna says, Dante with kids is what got me. And I think will continue to. Dante with kids. Yeah. Sandy says, oh, and speaking of which, everybody, let's switch too. Let's talk about the kids. What do you think should happen with Rocco, Scout, and Danny? Let's switch. Go on to that while I finish reading. Sandy says, Alexa. Oh no, I already read that. Um, let me see. PM says Nancy Alexis was tremendous. Metcher. I think that's it. Lashunta says, I hate Sam died. Her character grew on me. I was up and down. Love the flashbacks and song. And Denzel says, Sam's death definitely hit me. 20 plus years, 2 decades on the show, too. I'm going to miss Sam, regardless of how they wrote. Because, yeah, they wrote this non storyline for her. They really did. Her character lately, she will always be my favorite. Yeah, they did just that. They didn't give her anything good. Nothing good to work with. And to me, even Dante was a little too slow for her. I was a little bored with her and Dante. Lucy says, another dangled storyline, Sam's cause of death. Yeah, that's interesting. Sam's cause of death. LaShunta says, if Michael told Sonny, ain't no telling what he would do. Jason, usually cool. I know. And then Metri, uh, Metter says, find a hot guy for Diane. Maybe, Jackson Montgomery. Oh, man, forget that Jackson Montgomery for Diane. The Jackson Montgomery's for me. That would be a good match, right? Sandy says, Christina needs some of Sonny's meds. Yes, she does. Gina says, Christina's narcissistic, thinks God took Sam to punish her. Give me a break. I know. And Ron says depression with Christina should have been noticed. And Denzel says, I think Christina's bipolar, just like her pops and her brother, Morgan. She needs to be checked. Yes, they do. I don't know why they're not thinking about that. And then Lucy said, hourglass, put an hourglass emoji there. Lisa says, I thought Christina was going to therapy. Her therapist could see it and diagnose her as bipolar. But guess what? Was Christina really going to therapy? Really, everybody? Do we know that? All right. Do we really know? And then Chef D says, I agree with the analysis of Christina, and everyone needs to tell Christina about her selfish self. That girl has problems from birth. Well, they had Molly trying to check her, you know, definitely. And Alexis, oh, stop it. Stay out, Don't be there for your sister. Let's see. Oh, my comments skipped. And then Richard says, Alexis was amazing in all those scenes, grieving for Sam. Yeah. LaShunta says, Alexis was out of order, discussing the kids with their dads. Well, she didn't discuss anything with Drew or Jason. She only talked to Dante and Olivia. And Dante, his kid don't have nothing to do with her. So she was talking to everybody that her grandchildren, that didn't have a say over her grandchildren. Their fathers did. PE says Danny is cute. Yeah, he is cute. Denzel says, to me, Rocco should stay and live with his daddy, Dante. Danny and Scout should either live at the Quartermains or their grandmothers. Alexis, because Jason's lifestyle is unsafe and he's still in the mob too. Okay. I agree. Danny should not live with Jason alone above Kelly's. or even take that penthouse back. Because Jason is gone too much at night. Jason is called by people any time of the day or night and is subject to be gone for days. Danny is an impressionable teenager and needs stability and guidance. Danny should live at the Quartermains and Scout should too. Jason, if he doesn't want to live there, Jason should have a visiting room there. Like Michael still has a room at the Quartermain, the main house, even though he's at the gatehouse. Jason should have a room and come in and out and tell Daddy, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be here for a few days. You know, I'm gonna be, so what's going on? What you doing tomorrow? Stuff like that. Jason should definitely leave that boy there, but have more of a presence. That's how I feel about that. Ron says, why? I mean, it would be funny if they brought Sam back. Yeah, in a year or so, right? Sidwell seemed to have come in and known about everybody and what was happening to everybody. They could write that Sidwell had something to do with that. And then Lucy says, ask the kids what they think. Yeah, Scout's a little young though. Scout, you should ask her, but still, Scout's only what, 8, 9, maybe. I think she's too young. But Danny is definitely not too young. And then LaShunta says the kids need to stay together at the Quartermains. Just Kay says, I think Dante and Jason will come together for Danny and Rocco. Yeah, Dante and Jason will. But Drew is such an A that I don't think he'll want Danny and Scout to live together. No, I don't think it's Danny and Scout. I think he wouldn't want Jason anywhere around his daughter. I think that's the direction Drew would kind of go. And Gina says, wherever Danny and Scout end up, it's not Alexis's decision. That is so true. It is not Alexis's decision whatsoever. Let's see, this kind of scrolled again. Sometimes the comments, as I scroll down, it jumps up. LaShunta says Nina looked when Drew touched Drew's face. Yes, she did. Hey, everybody, switch to what do you think Nina's going to do when she finds out about Drew sleeping with Willow? Type what you think Nina's going to do. LaShunta says, Shauna says, if Drew wound up with Nina, they could raise Scout. I would over that for Nina, or love that for Nina. Nina would do well raising Scout. She wants a child so bad. And Nina is okay. I wouldn't be mad at Nina for raising Scout. But after Nina finds out Drew slept with Willow, let's see what happens to that. Denzel says, I really miss Christina with Trey. I don't miss nothing about Christina. If he didn't die, Christina would have been happy. And Trey was the son of Connie. Just to let you know. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you told me who Trey was. Gonna be like, who was Trey? I know Christina was married to him and Sonny didn't like it. Auntie Mags says, if Jason's character changes, GH will never be the same. Jason has to remain stone cold. LaShunta says, I know Carly and Nina will be suspicious of what? And then Gina says, whatever happened to Christina's foundation project, they ousted her because of the whole Blaze not coming out situation. And Lisa says, Jason could never build another efficiency on the Q's house and build another. I don't understand what that E word is. Okay. And the Q's house, or Trina and Josh needs to move out. No, there's enough room for Jason to move in there. Valentine had a whole wing to himself when he and Charlotte lived there. Yeah, there's enough room for Jason to come and go. right? Dante to move in there too. Because bottom line, it's that fictitious, you don't know how many rooms the place really has. Who cares? Nothing else has to be added. Like, really, how many rooms did Windermere have? Who knew, right? Windermere could be the size of a hotel, and we don't know. And then Lucy says, "Wake up, Lulu." Lashanta says, "Oh, Lucy, yeah, wake up, Lulu." Lashanta says, "Michael saw Willow touching Drew's face." Yep, and they were huddled up. Shauna says Michael and Willow are splitting. Yeah, they are. Jason could take over the gatehouse. Jason, I don't know. He just needs a room, a fictitious room we never see. Have we seen Drew's room? Have we seen Olivia and Ned's room? Have we even seen Monica's room? See, it doesn't matter. Just say he has a room. Have we seen Lois's room? They just have rooms. Sasha has a room. See Sasha's room? Most cooks and housekeepers that live on staff, their rooms aren't upstairs. Their rooms are off the kitchen. Okay. There's enough fictitious rooms in that Quartermain house for everybody. Let's see. Aisha says, why would Drew hire Rick, the man who tried to pass Hayden off as his wife? I know. Oh, I forgot that. Back when Rick was Jake. I forgot that. Even tried to get Jake to plead guilty when Rick was his lawyer. Oh my goodness. Shirley, and now he got some dirt on him. Shirley says Rick had something to do with the gun. If you look back after the gun was discovered, listen to what Rick said to Alexis at the restaurant with Christina when she attacked him. What did he say? Vicky says they have dropped the storyline of Molly and Dex. Yes, they have. I've noticed that too. I want to know what happened to them. And then PM says he and Drew can't be in the same space. Drew is so jealous and intimidated by Jason. Yes, he is. Intimidated by Jason. Somebody said Jason can remodel the boathouse. Nina doesn't need Scout. She never had Charlotte. That's true. Take responsibility for her own actions. Yeah. Shirley says, I cried so hard at the scenes of Alexis and Sam. I know they say parents shouldn't outlive their kids, but to me, it hurts so bad when you lose your parent. That's true too. Nina says, so pretty. Oh, and Blue, thank you so much. Right. Got out my traditional black. Jason could remodel the boathouse. Yeah, he could. Jason's got millions. Ron says Jason always had Michael's back until Sonny finds out. Yeah, then it'll be on and popping. PE says, who bought Windermere? Yet another. We don't know. We don't know, right? Who bought Windermere? All right, we got 15 more minutes, everybody. What do you tell me? What would you like? Let's give some future forecasting. Last 15 minutes. Where would you like the writers to take General Hospital? What would you, with a character? You don't have to pick them all. Pick one or two. Where would you like? What story would you like? With who? Where would you like it to go? So that's the last 15 minutes that we will hang on with that. Javette says, Nancy Graham made me call my kids and give them virtual hugs. That was so cool. And then Lucy says, is the Kate's murder case closed? I know. I say, hey, we don't know. Case closed. That was funny. They sure haven't done anything with that. Sandy says the Quartermain boarding house is full. Oh, we always got another room for another 50. Lisa says Dante can't move in. Lulu is going to want her home to raise Rocco. Okay, so Maxie's gonna have to find a place of her own because Dante gave Maxie reasonable rent so she could still save up money to buy a house, and she can. And then Denzel says, well, the Q's have 16 bedrooms, but I just don't see Jason moving back in. Not permanently. I'm just saying. He shouldn't always have to just be coming in the front door visiting. He should spend the night at some point, you know? Let's see. I see Jason moving back into his penthouse, in my opinion. I see him doing that too, right across from Sonny. Because Dante should not feel like that's his. That penthouse by default should go back to Jason. Nina is going out Drew's what? Vicky says Nina is going out Drew's character to some of the people on television. Oh, gonna out him since she is in charge of Crimson and those connections. Yikes. But right now, Crimson is still owned by Aurora. That's going to be interesting. Louise says, Steve Burton, how are you feeling today, my dear Steven? And then LaShanta says, where am I at here? LaShanta says, Ava finally paying for something? I don't know. Gina says, I think Christina will be a distraction at Sam's funeral, sucking all the air out of the room. Oh, she's absolutely going to do that. Absolutely, she's going to do that. Lisa says, I want General Hospital to somehow bring back Sam and AJ. To me, AJ was a waste. But Sam, yes. Auntie Mag says, Michael to go dark. Yeah, make Michael finally turn to the mob boss side. And then Lucy says Willow may not want Drew when she finds out he slept with Nina. That's so true. Who will Dr. Gannon be with? I would hope it was Jordan. Denzel says when it comes to Michael and Jason, don't play games when it comes to Michael. And then Shanta says, who killed Austin? I want to know that too. Who killed Austin? And then Ani Mac says Michael is worse than Sonny when he is scorned. He is. I want him to be there and show us what he's capable of. Sonny didn't want any one of his children to be like him. Well, Michael, yeah, Michael, definitely. I would love for Michael to take over Sonny's business. I mean, there's transitions. Jason Morgan was a doctor. Jason Quartermain was a doctor. Met or intern, and then look, one accident, bam. Okay, Michael has already taken over Sonny's business before, so that's not a far stretch. He can definitely, because Aurora's not his. ELQ, I would never want to work with Ned side by side. I'd want something else, and it'd be my father. My father wants to retire. Let's do this, Daddy. Let's do this. Gina says, it has been beautiful to see all Sam's kids, their fathers, and Alexis and Christina all have a nice Thanksgiving dinner together. I didn't see that. Oh, it would be. I think, what? It has been beautiful. Have you seen something for next week? Because I haven't seen that. Right? Together and Toast Sam's Life. I think you're forecasting that. And then Ron says, is Holly really Sasha's mother? I know. Well, yeah, I guess so. Right? I guess. Louis says, hi there, Steve dear. What's up? Oh, I already read that. And I don't know, Luis. Unfortunately, Steve can't answer you because he's not on. Denzel says, I want to see Molly and Dex together, sleeping together, and have a baby. And Jocelyn's eyes. I would like, the look would make me happy, because if Jocelyn did go to Cameron, I know Jocelyn is a staple on the show, and I don't see that happening. But Molly will be able to get pregnant. The doctor said in time, they wanted a baby now. Shauna says, more of Sunny and Lucky with an actual direction, no wasting talent. And then Javette says, Lucky to grow up. I think he needs to grow up too. He's acting so much like a child. PE says, Carly and Brennan having a relationship. I would like to see that. PM says, and then it skipped all the comments all the way up. Yes, more. Lucy says, I'd like to see happily ever after, maybe Sasha and Michael. And then Alicia says, hi, daily recap lady. LaShawn says, I want Michael to go darker and with Sasha. Sasha could probably appreciate that too. Yeah, okay. Uh, and then Anne says she's from Hampton, Virginia. All right, Hampton in the house. And LaShanta says, Lois, annoying now. Lois's character can go too. I mean, although I do like her as a mix up in the house with what's going on, but actually Lois has no storyline. Um, Lisa says the damage that Nina would do to Scout is scary. Okay, you know what, you guys are you bringing something that up. To never be held accountable for your reaction. But Scout's had enough upbringing of her mother that I don't know that Scout would be influenced like that. You see, Charlotte was always on the dark side. Always. It was always, evil was always in her, which is why she started in on Aiden, right? And then Shirley says Jason will go move in to keep an eye on Drew. Because let's face it, Drew's not going to Washington, D.C. Alicia says, I can't see Jason going out of control like that, even for Michael. PM says, Jordan and new handsome doctor. Okay, you'd like to see that happen. And then we have LaShanta says, I'm over lucky. Ooh, we're rounding this up. 8 minutes, y'all. No AJ. PM says, Lisa says, bring Jason and Carly together. Richard says, I would love Nina and Sunny reunion. Nah, not me. Denzel says, what happened to Scott Baldwin? I don't care about Scott. After he saw Jason approaching the doctor, that messing with Sonny's meds, because Scotty left was scared. He left scared when he saw Jason. Yes, he did, but the actor had, I think, an accident, an injury, bad injury, had to have surgery. Ken Schreiner, I think, is his name. And did you notice the whole Ava switching Sonny's meds to placebos never came out like it should have come out? Jason knows, but Jason never told Sonny. Ava should not be able to sit there and sip on some champagne at any restaurant she wants to at any given time and not worry about Sonny. No, the meds thing was a big deal and they let that drop too. I don't get that. Chef D says, I want Michael to be the next Sonny. Me too. LaShanta says, who bought Windermere? I want to know that too. Who bought Windermere? And Sean says, Jason and Carly for sure. That is my evergreen prayer. All right. PM says, I always like Nina and Valentine. Me too. I liked Nina with Valentine. I like Valentine with Anna. Valentine could be with anybody. That man, the smooth operator with the women. Lisa says they had the wrong writers for AJ. Okay, but at this ship has sailed. Recast Spencer. Yes, I would like to see that happen. A recast of Spencer. Aisha, will Willow ever find out about Mama, Nina, and Drew? I don't know. And then Denzel says, remember Daily Recap Lady? Michael wanted to take over Sonny's organization, but Sonny and Michael shut that. But Sonny and Michael shut that down. But definitely see Michael and bipolar Christina. No, Christina don't need to have no kind of say in any kind of organized crime at all. She don't think worth a doggone. PE says, how about Christina gets consumed by revenge and becomes a mom? Yeah, I know. No. But yeah, she is consumed by revenge. And then let's see. 5 more minutes. You see Sasha and Willow being pregnant. Yep. Leo is Sam's brother, just like Lucas, but we haven't seen Leo once. That's true. We have not. Lisa says, I can see Michael taking over Sonny's business with Jason as his right-hand man. after it comes out that Willow and Drew, he just might do that and take over Drew's company, Aurora. I see Michael crashing Aurora down to the ground. Okay. And then let's see. Denzel says the scene between Molly and Isaiah. I didn't like that at all. Hoping the writers aren't going. No, I don't want to see Isaiah and Molly at all. No, not at all. Plus, Molly needs somebody that's gonna everything she want bow to her whim. Get out of here with that. Gio's storyline for Lois. She knows Brooklyn is the mom. I don't want to see Gio at all. Lois can go now. It's not really needed. PM says, Bridget says, Jocelyn dates Kai's friend. Nah. I would like to see, Vicky says, the Quartermains actually have a turkey dinner for once. Look, that's a decade's tradition that will not happen. Said Molly and Isaiah had chemistry. I don't see it. I didn't see it. But Isaiah has chemistry with anybody. Like they were trying to make Molly have chemistry with Dex. So I'm wrapping this up, everybody. Thank you so much for participating. I just wanted us to be able to get together, right? And just read these comments live, because we're talking and kind of talking to each other and going, I'm going to do this more often, maybe once a month. How does once a month sound to everybody? Chime in the chat. Do you think possibly once a month we should do this and have some fun and, just do a quick hour on a Saturday, a pop-up, call them a pop-up live recap. And if you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, you can't. There's no need to plan them too far in advance. I'll just let's do it Saturday. Let's talk, unless there's nothing to talk about. As if there's nothing to talk about, But right now, General Hospital is giving us something good to talk about. Now, how many of you are on TikTok? Have a TikTok account. You can go, I do if you have TikTok. If you have a TikTok account, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to look for daily.recap.lady. I'm going to put that in the chat. Daily.recap.lady. Actually, I'll make a video asking everybody to follow me there. I have 2 TikTok accounts that I need subscribers on. One, the daily.recap.ladies. I do just a 30-second, bam, rapid recap of General Hospital. So I need the algorithm over there at TikTok to start picking me up more. So I need you all as my community, as supporting, to support me over there too. It's only 30 seconds, 30-second video. All right, everybody. Listen, it's Saturday night. Look, it was light in my house because I'm in California. Now it's getting dark. So we got the webcam trying to illuminate me because I don't have any lights on in the living room. So I want everybody to have a phenomenal day. Let's see. Next week on GH, we have Samantha's funeral. Prediction is Christina's going to melt down. Jason will not do anything to Drew at that funeral because, for one, his sons are there. But do you think anybody else might act up at Sam's funeral? Do you think? I don't know. I can only see, and not Christina won't be acting up. Christina's going to be Christina. She's just going to suck up and just require, I'm wondering, do you think Alexis will be just so consumed with emotion? Maybe it's her. Maybe it's Alexis that's going to really, really break down. Thank you, PE says, thank Daily Recap Lady. I love you. Thank you so much. I love all of you. Maybe it'll be Alexis. That will be something to say. All right. So everybody, you have a phenomenal rest of your weekend, and we will do something else live again. Bye-bye, y'all. Look, I'm going to get ready for bed.